2 days of angry clashes in parts of North London have seen 26 police officers injured and over 160 arrests. It's thought small pockets of violence are still active. The unrest followed a peaceful weekend protest against the fatal shooting of a man by police. RT's Laura Emmett is in the British capital and now joins us live. Laura, have police brought the situation under control?
Well, obviously, it's much less attractive to loot shops in the daylight, and I think that's part of one of the factors that has brought this situation much more under control this Monday morning. We are still, as you say, hearing reports of pockets of unrest, sort of groups of youths ranging around, particularly in the areas of Brixton in South London and Enfield and the surrounding area in the north. But mostly what's underway at the moment is a massive clean-up operation after last night's looting and this rioting. That happened in large parts of North London. It started off in the Enfield area and then seemed to spread outwards south towards the city centre, and also broke out in south of the River Thames here in Brixton. The parts of those towns are still closed off. Police are treating the entire area as a crime scene. They've roped off all the pavements. They're examining the broken glass from the shop windows and picking up any clues that they can find as to who did this, and obviously trying to make arrests. They've made 160 arrests altogether over the last couple of days. During these disturbances, police cars have been smashed up and attacked. Police themselves have had, we're hearing reports of petrol bombs having been thrown at police, and certainly they were attacked with bricks by rioters. Shops were set fire to and looted. Now, I was in Enfield last night, where the centre of the violence started, and there were gangs of youths ranging through the streets, smashing and grabbing literally whatever they could, attacking shop fronts, particularly shop fronts with attractive things inside, so computer stores, phone stores, bike shops. You saw people making off with televisions literally as big as they could carry. I saw one man making off with a vacuum cleaner. So literally they were just grabbing everything they could, in some cases loading them into the boot of cars and then driving off with the loot. They even attacked pharmacies in Enfield town centre, and also Starbucks, coffee shops and stuff. And the violence then quickly spread to other areas as these youths travelled between this small area in North London, and apparently they were communicating on Twitter and BlackBerry to tell each other where they were and where the police weren't. And I don't mind telling you that it was pretty scary up in Enfield last night.
Yeah, it seems like the violence really spiraled out of control and quickly. Why did it descend so destructively?
Well, it started off on Saturday night in Tottenham. What started off as a peaceful protest outside the police station following the fatal shooting by police of a man called Mark Duggan. There were about 300 people holding a silent vigil outside the police station. We're hearing reports that what sparked it was a member of the police attacking a 17-year-old girl with a baton. That quickly circulated around the crowd, and we're hearing that that's what sparked this violence. These areas that we're talking about, particularly Tottenham, where this all sparked off, it was really a sort of spark in a gunpowder keg. This fatal shooting of Mark Duggan. It's an area of massive social privation. There's a lot of anger over the police's relationship with the community, and there has been for many years. The police in that area and in many other areas in London operate a stop and search policy, which basically means they can stop and search the belongings of anyone that looks dodgy, even if they haven't actually done anything. And people in those areas, particularly ethnic minorities, feel that they're unfairly targeted by those policies. There's also a huge amount of unemployment. Tottenham has one of the highest youth unemployment figures in London, and so living off benefits has become a way of life. And these people, some of them are literally hopeless. They live on benefits at the moment. They see no time in the future in which they will have a job and be able to better themselves. So people do feel ignored and neglected in these communities. They're not making a political point, we should make that clear. These are looters and they're criminals and they're running around grabbing whatever they can. But lots of people are saying that it's pretty important that a political point is taken from this, that these people feel disassociated from society, and this should prompt a lasting debate on policing and social integration.
All right, well, you, of course, will continue to keep an eye on the situation in London. For us, live from the British capital, RT's Laura Emmett.